that was being put together. I don't think it took off the ground, but it was to try to get the Nevada Athletic Commission to reverse their decision on finding Nick Diaz. This was 2-3 years ago. He wasn't suspended for 5 years at that time. If that is the case, then maybe he got in trouble again. I know he's definitely fought since the time that I'm talking about. He's known for being open, like myself, and discussing it. A lot of people are afraid to talk about it. Shh. I get that. That's what society teaches you, but I know a lot about it. I'm pretty sure Nick Diaz does too. So should he be fined for it? I mean, did he break the contract rules? Did he breach what he signed and agreed to? I think that's what you're asking specifically, unless you want to ask a deeper question, like should that be the rules? In which case, of course, that's going to involve more studying. And I think, no, that probably shouldn't be the rules. But they are. They are. What else you got? Who's the hardest opponent in your wrestling career? I'm going to go with my hardest. I think you mean like ting, 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 ting. Dude, look how scarred up my arm is. That's from the table. Those scars are all from the table at the Alamo City Comic Con. While I was leaning on the table signing autographs, there was a little snag. Scraped me up. I'm going to go with Chris Benoit. Because kicking him, like I did at that pay-per-view, kicked him in the side of his ribs. It felt like kicking a telephone pole. He was very hard. And solid, like steel. It was crazy hard. Brock Lesnar's pretty hard too. Brock's the toughest guy that I've ever been in the ring with. Yeah. Also, hey, if you guys give me ideas about a fan club, I'm not even going to catch them because I'm going to miss them because it's like scrolling. Holy shit. Should I go back? I should go back and try and skim through this. What if I'm missing important stuff, right? Let me do that. I also got some stuff coming up to tell you about. Exciting stuff. Maybe I'll wait until 5. What is your favorite match so far? Do you remember Randall Reeder from the Wrong Side of Time movie? Of course I know Randall Reeder. Randall Reeder is a friend of mine. We keep in touch. Haven't seen him in a long time, but every once in a while he calls and says, hey, I'm in Hollywood, man. Are you free? In fact, he told me that he was the first guy to tell me where you can go to get red velvet pancakes, which I thought at the time sounded amazing. Now everyone has them. They were cool. Randall was one of the really big dudes in Wrong Side of Town, my starring movie. And also, what else is he known for? He's in a prison scene. I don't know. Look him up on IMDb. Tell him I said what up. He's in a lot of stuff. Let's see. Oh, my favorite match so far. Well, I mean, the match where I beat John Cena for the championship would be my favorite. And that's because of what came from it. Not just because I beat John Cena and was the champion from it, but because that fight was all about ECW coming back. ECW. And that was about me proving to Vince McMahon that people still cared about ECW. And so to win that and to have that crowd behind me the way that they were, which is just a unique night out of my whole career, that was awesome. So that's going to be my favorite match that happened. I'm glad that match happened. I'm glad we were able to bring ECW back as a third brand. Dude, that's pretty historic. RVD makes history. So that. Was it my most fun match? No. Am I asking myself questions? Yes. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Would I stop? Stop! Sorry. Why do people ask themselves questions like that? You know why. But I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people that says I'm one of those people. is people like to be labeled. You ever notice that? Some people want you to label them so you can assume certain things about them. You know, because they say, I'm one of those people that might take a while to get me going, but once I do, you can't stop me. I'm not one of those any people. I'm one of a kind. You guys know that. All two of you. Yeah, there's not very many people in here. We're just going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to tell you about some stuff I got going on. And I'm going to answer some questions. I think we're going to have a 420 guest in 2 minutes. It's 420 here on the West Coast in Los Angeles. I see this guy fell off, and I think that might be a fan that's talking about me not being on television. Maybe, maybe not, but I'm just going to answer that anyway because people always want to know about that. This guy has an open door policy with WWE, myself and Chris Jericho. We have this situation, we're the only ones that I know of, where we can come and go around our desires. So Chris Jericho tours the world with his band Fozzy, not Fonzie but Fozzy. And then when he's not with his band, then when he's home for a while, he will go to WWE when he wants to. They work out a schedule, a few months, whatever, and then he leaves for a while. I have the same situation, but Chris Jericho likes to be there and be on the road a lot more than RVD. RVD likes to be home, and RVD likes California. RVD, I talk about myself in first person now instead of third. Okay, thank you. So anyway, I like being home a lot more, and I like California a lot more than being outside of California. Basically, anywhere else I am, I consider it outside of California. So right now, I'm not in a hurry to go back to WWE. So I will go back eventually, but it'll be a while. And in the meantime, is it worth having everybody think I'm retired? Sure, I don't give a fuck. Obviously, I'm doing all right. Otherwise, I would go back. And there has to be a reason to go back. Just because the fans want to see me, unfortunately, isn't enough reason. Not until they all want to see me, or the office wants to see me, which is most important. Because if the writers aren't ready and don't have anything for you, then basically you're just there spinning your wheels, as they say. You know that expression. It means not getting anything done. Like doing the what? I don't know. Anyway, when there's a reason, there'll be a reason. In the meantime, it's 420. Be patient because I'm going to see if I can get a hold of my guest here as part of the testing of what we can do with this Skype. Hold on a second.